Hello, it is fishbulbgeek, and I am back with Karas. And yes, Haven has fallen, and we are now trapped beneath the town of Haven in some old creepy tunnels. And we've got to go and meet up with the rest of our people. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get to it, I suppose. Oh no, you're literally just stuck at a walk. Oh no, never not. Okay, fair enough. Oh, I know we have to do the whole walking thing later, but. Oh, are we now injured? Oh, no, that's a bit weird.
There.
Mark of the Rift, yeah. Yeah.
One down.
It is, of course, massively overpowered in that situation. But it is pretty cool when we get to use it in real life, so we can use that for some of the more challenging Fade Rifts that we haven't closed yet. But I like that they just give it to you. And, oh yeah. I quite like this bit. It's gloomy and atmospheric. You really do feel alone. You're just stumbling in the dark, but trying to follow everyone. Yep, wolves in the background. God only knows how long we've been theoretically stumbling around for.
It's cold. Nothing.
You feel hunted, alone. You've just lost the Battle of Haven. You just lost Haven. God only knows how many people. It's pretty demoralizing, actually. This whole little section.
Numbers. Recent.
I guess that we must have just kept plodding along when they probably stopped and took breaks, which is the only way we could have caught up with them. But I suppose if they're taking the time to stop and make fires, and we literally have to keep plodding.
There! It's him!
Thank the Maker!
What are they, Brontos? I think they're Brontos.
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're
I
hobbled.
can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
Shh. You need rest. They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
I just don't like her as a character. I mean, I guess she's okay at the start, but nah. She pulls some real shady moves later on, which I am not a fan of.
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where we are, which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead. Or without Haven, we are thought helpless. Or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
They're arguing about what we do next. I need to be there.
Another heated voice won't help. Even yours. Perhaps especially yours. Our leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defender stand and fall. And now we have seen him return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure, what we perhaps must come to believe.
Wait, I don't think I've ever noticed it, but maybe I've just never quite worn this particular outfit before, but I really hate the way it's just all glitching through everything and it just doesn't look right. um, okay, let's investigate.
I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps, but I didn't die.
Of course, and the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw. Or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment and in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us?
You saw Corypheus. What do you think of his claims of assaulting the heavens?
Scripture says magisters, to winter servants of false-souled gods, entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, he is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him.
I still don't believe.
Whatever the rest of you say, I felt no divine aid at the Conclave or Haven. The struggle ahead seems mine alone.
Shadows fall and hope has fled. faith may have yet to find you, but it has already found them.
A word.
Okay, that scene is simultaneously incredibly inspiring, but deeply uncomfortable. The way they worship him in that moment, it's mm,
A
just
wise
rubs me the
woman,
wrong way.
worth
That
heeding.
part.
Her kind understand the moments that unify a cause. Or fracture it. The orb Corypheus carried, the power he used against you, it is elven.
Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. I do not yet know how Corypheus survived, nor am I certain how people will react when they learn of the orb's origin.
All right. What is it and how do you know about it?
They were foci, used to channel ancient magics. I have seen such things in the Fade, old memories of older magic. Corypheus may think it Tevinter. His empire's magic was built on the bones of my people. Knowing or not, he risks our alliance. I cannot allow it.
This whole mess is confusing. I can see how elves might be an easy target.
History would agree. But there are steps we can take to prevent such a distraction.
This bit's a lot cooler.
By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide. There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Sky.
Yeah, that bit's cool. I do enjoy that one. Oh look, we're back in the ugly pajamas.
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage. If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated. But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus, what drew him to you.
He came for this, and now it's useless to him, so he wants me dead. That's it.
The anchor has power, but it's not why you're still standing here. Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it.
It's a nice bit of theatre.
You.
Are you insane? They expect a savior, someone with divine power.
They want you.
Because they think I'm chosen.
They believe you are chosen because of what you have done, what you have inspired in all of us. Without you, there would be no Inquisition. Where you lead us, what kind of leader you are, that is up to you.
Oh, that's so distracting the way it doesn't quite fit the body model. You'd think they'd have had that worked out for every race, but they clearly haven't.
I will lead us against Corypheus, and I will be an ambassador. I'm a Qunari standing for Thedas. The Inquisition is for all.
Wherever you lead us. Have our people been told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we triumph? Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor!
That was quite a cool shot. Quite liked that one.
So this is where it begins.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action.
But what do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
How is it that it fits better now? Could they not have made it fit better in the actual cutscene? It was honestly so distracting.
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Of course they wouldn't.
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight.
We've seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
If you can't find him, then find his followers. We can go after them.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Selene had been assassinated.
Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. She's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. She can help.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Well,
Those two are like, tell
we
me he
stand ready
didn't bring
to
her
move
here.
on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
Yep, exactly.
This is the Inquisition. A dusty old ruin filled with Bartian soldiers.
If you shut your mouth and open your eyes, you'd see that the Inquisition is our one hope.
Yeah, you tell him, love. Right, well, we can't really do a lot right now. I think that, yeah, Undercroft, which is going to be cool. No, we can't go that way just yet. I think that might be upstairs. See if we can figure out where everybody is. That leads to Josephine, who's in there. And then the war room, which we will get to. No, we can't go this way just yet. Oh, this bit's open. Right, can't remember where this goes. Ah, yes. Hello, Souls.
What's this place?
Found drapes, did we?
So much room for whatever was here.
Yeah. Fine. Shall we speak to Solus? I guess we should.
Greetings.
You have... Oh. Okay, you can tell me about Corypheus. I think that's new.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhold. What more can I tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with their adversary.
You've given me good counsel before. I could use some now.
My apologies, Inquisitor. My poor manners shame me. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
I would like to know more about the orb he carries.
As I said, that must be the means by which he created the breach. I suspect the blast that destroyed the Conclave was more accident than anything, the result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
You said that you believe the orb is elven.
I never would have believed a Devinter mage could unlock such a powerful relic. It clearly enhances his abilities, giving him access to power he should never have known.
Like the power to control the archdemon.
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any law connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
Oh, he's very, very upset about the orb.
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
You shamed him when you destroyed Haven. It spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. He must continue on his course or show weakness. He will return to his plans to throw Olay into chaos, and then conquer it for Devinter.
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible, assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
And can you?
The key is understanding this. No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying. His deception will undo him, as it has done countless fools before.
Well, he'd know that for sure, wouldn't he?
What can you tell me about the source of Corypheus' power?
According to the law, the ancient Magistars of Devinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the Blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
Right, that is fine for now.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Yeah, he's not had time to start anything yet. This room does get really cool. And he's got a really... Is that a vase or a side table? It's really ugly, whatever it is, with the sticky outy legs. Oh, you know what? That's our Legion lion heads. That's ugly. This looks impractical, but really cool. Now, what's gonna be up here? Aha. Right, Dorian's up here. Let's say hi to Dorian. Hello!
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
I was distracted, that's all.
Distracted? By my wit and charm? I have plenty of both.
How interesting to find someone so aware of his strengths.
I'm a man of many talents. What can I say? I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters, a dark spawn.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if
fair.
is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
I mean, that's a really silly thing to say. They're all really stupid statements.
Why does that make you angry?
Because the Imperium is my home. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no, it was us all along. We destroyed the world.
You didn't do anything. Those men did, 1,000 years ago.
True, except that one of them is up and walking around right now. Not to mention I have idiot countrymen who would happily follow him down that path again. No one will thank me, whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world. Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
Friend and Cronaris, excellent. Fiona, do you have anything interesting to say?
Inquisitor. That is your title now, yes? I should thank you. The way things ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
You rebelled for good reason.
I'm pleased to hear you say that, Inquisitor. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things.
Not convinced you were any good at one of those things, but you know, you do you. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go full on chat to everybody.
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a Warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first Warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
You know, I think that's the subject of like a book or a short story or a comic. I feel like I should actually read that and get some more insight as to what's going on here. Read all the Mass Effect books, and some of them were trash, so I should probably put the time in and have a look at the Dragon Age history as well.
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a Warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a warden.
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the Circles of Magi, but I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree.
You're not still the Grand Enchanter, then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the Circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the Circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
Just try not to sell them out to Devinter again.
You believe they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. We can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
Yeah, instead of the Circle of Magi as a prison, make it a school, a university. An opportunity to learn and control your powers.
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly did the Venatori take control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers. I had no way of knowing some were actually Tevinter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
I mean, you say it could have ended worse, but we have no proof that Templars were coming. Like, Alistair only turned up because, Tevinter's moved in and kicked everybody out of Redcliffe except for the mages. So, obviously we don't know the truth and we can only speculate. But yeah, 100% the Templars at that point, actually thinking about it, were completely holed up with their own, what is it, a pride demon? Or no, it's not a pride demon, some other type of demon, controlling their head of power. So, yeah, probably would have been fine without selling your souls.
I'll leave you to it.
Before you go, Inquisitor, a question. In Redcliffe, after we left, did you perhaps speak with King Alistair? Considering who you are?
He wasn't in the mood to talk.
It's just that I knew his father, Marek, back when I was a warden.
You want me to smooth things over with him? Introduce you?
No. It's too late for that. I only wanted to know if he was happy. His father had such hopes for him. Don't mind me, Inquisitor. The concerns of an old woman. Nothing more.
Oh, bless you. We know you're Alistair's mother. And obviously Marek is his father. And that happened... on that... Oh, turn reset. Wait. Did we not save her? Or is she retired? I could have sworn I saved her.
Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
I could have sworn we saved her.
You're taking over the duties of Meneve?
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
What is she doing?
I wasn't told.
Oh. Oh, do they just, make provisions just in case and then just change a line of dialogue? Yeah, don't care about that then.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
You're just my research monkey. You don't actually have anything useful to say. You are one of the mages I spoke to in Redcliffe.
Ooh, Inquisitor, greetings. I was recently appointed by Sister Liliana to keep her books in order. I'm so pleased to be here, helping out in my small way. Well, I should get back to work.
You don't even have the dignity of a name. It says Schmooples, or sorry, Schmooples the Second. That's Nugs. That's it. Nugs. I forgot what they were called because obviously we got our Schmooples. Schmooples. Did we get our Schmooples the Nug? I feel like we must have gotten her the Nug, in the first game. I feel like that's funny as well, but it's also quite long. There we go. Hello, Liliana.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
You look out for your people. That's a good thing.
Is it? My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
They're not disposable. Just because they can doesn't mean they should always absolutely.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We are better than Corypheus.
Yeah, there's obviously like a series of things you can do to, what do they call it, harden her or soften her. So far I've both taken the option to harden her by encouraging her to kill that person back in the camp, and obviously that's going the other way. So we're not real committed either way. Sometimes you got to make the hard calls. Sometimes you don't. Find time to close the border. Da 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 da. Yeah, for Alden and Orlay. That's alright, you know, whatever, that's a bit old. It's referring to events in the first game. Baron Plucky. Yep, alright, fine.
Quickly.
Oh. Alright, maybe that's just a plot door that only opens when we're having a dramatic conversation. It definitely opens when we're having a dramatic conversation. So, right, that's enough of that. Can I... There's no fall damage. Right, so that's obviously where I came in. Oh no, we can't go that way yet. So we've seen Solus, we've seen Dorian, we've seen Liliana. How do I get to... Actually, no, I think it is back upstairs. Oh, she might not be here. She might be there later, because I don't think the door's open. Or is it... No, that's upstairs. No, okay, I must be thinking of another area. Vivienne must be somewhere else. Yeah, there's no head symbol there, so she's obviously not there at the moment. Fine. Oh, okay, that's just trashed. I'm used to what it looks like when it's all finished, not not necessarily know. So,
Look at this place.
oh, there's Vivienne. Okay, come on, Grumps-a-lot. Let's have a word with you.
It was a mistake to use Haven as a base of operations. The town was completely indefensible.
A lot of our people just died. We will discuss whose fault that is later.
Now is always the time, my dear. The past cannot be changed, and tomorrow may never come. You left yourself vulnerable to attack. It was a miscalculation, one that I'm sure you won't repeat. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
I don't want to be lily-hearted about it. It worked in our favor. Kind of. I'm not going to say that. That's rude. Alright, vengeful.
I'm not going to forgive what happened at Haven. Corypheus will answer for what he's done.
You're angry. Good. Anger can save you when everything else is gone. Just make sure you put it to good use. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first and teach them to fear us. You can become the leader the faithful require, but you must do it soon.
I already did, and they didn't exactly give me a choice. Ah, Sarah. Okay. Hit me with it.
So, Inquisitor. It's Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Draste, what did I step in?
Maybe nobody saw this coming, but you knew how I got the job.
I know what people said, but people believe all sorts of shite when they're scared. Swear at a farmer and you've cursed his crops. Spill the salt and you're dead by dawn. Dance through town in a goat's head and children people never had go missing.
You're confusing me now. What are you getting at?
Archdemons, real enough, fine. But if that Coryphi thing is true, the Magisters really cracked the Black City. It's a hazy dream, right? I mean, if it's real, then the seat of the Maker? Real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker? Real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world? Real things. It's too far, innit? I just want to plug the Skyhold rubbish so I can go play.
Keep calling it nonsense. That perspective will keep the Inquisition grounded.
Oh, I can do that. Sure could use a few more people shouting no. We fight, the bad things go away, everyone calms down, and everything goes back to normal. A nice, well-paid normal.
I mean, she's got the gist of it.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring 'em on. But first, food. I'm starving.
Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Right, so we've seen Sarah, we've seen, what is this? Just boring? I think it's just boring. Oh, yeah, just boring. I'm not even going to read all of it. What was this? Was this, door to... Oh, no, it's not even open yet. That's amazing. Oh, I suppose we could go and see Beardy. I do believe... Is Cassandra here? I know she is a lot of the time later.
Here. Tell the commander that this is the perfect spot for the armory.
Yes, ma'am. Right away.
Yeah, Cassandra definitely moves in above the armory. Is it above the armory or is it next to the armory? I think it might be above the armory. But of course we're still settling in, so nobody's here yet. Ah, there she is. Hello, Grumps-a-lot.
Have you met this friend of Varric's, Inquisitor?
Not yet, no.
It had better not be who I think it is. I will wring that little bastard's neck.
Why? Who do you think it is?
Someone Varric claimed he could not contact. Someone the Inquisition, indeed all of Thedas, desperately needed. I'll reserve judgment until I know for certain. No need to have that rogue screaming persecution yet again.
Well, do you really blame him for saying he couldn't? I don't need to know about any of that. Don't need advice.
That's enough for now.
Just asking about people.
Another time, then.
Aha! Iron Bull.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
Oh, should we do this now? Sod it, why not? Everyone else has got something.
Come on, I'll show you.
I think I know which one this is.
Why am I dressed like this? You'll see. Come on, it'll be worth your time, I promise.
This doesn't work if you're Quinari. There aren't that many Quinari running around.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. He doesn't talk much. So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori, or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
There's only so many Quinari running around, and I'm the Inquisitor. Even if you don't know my face, you know the Inquisitor's a Quinari, right?
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't sing the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help. I knew some of the soldiers felt like that, but to actually hear it... It's hard to be just an idea sometimes. That's all you are to most of them. It's why you could stand right in front of them without being recognized. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that, no matter what comes next.
I'm not sure it works. Oh, that was weird. I'm not sure it works when you're a Quinari. It feels like just about everything else could work fine, but not for but not when you're Quinari. Scout Harding.
Scout Harding.
Your worship.
Shouldn't you be out there scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
What's been going on?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
Take care.
I think she's got lots of little lines to say, actually, but that's quite funny. Right, so, we still got you. Alright, we've been through all that lot. The bar's clearly not open, and it must only have that one entrance. Any other doors for me to... Oh, has he moved in? Oh, no, it's not even open yet. I think that's where you go to, like, do requisitions and stuff later. So, now, I know we've got Blackwall to speak to.
So, this is Skyhold. Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications.
Oh, stop leaving me in random places when everybody finishes their conversations.
We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away. On the other hand, that means he can see us from miles away. Let him come. I swear I'll take the twister bastard down, even if I have to die to do it. Watch that this enthusiasm of yours doesn't get you killed. I wouldn't be the first to die in your service. The people flock to your banner, eager to fight for the Herald of Andraste. Their faith is a leash, and your Inquisition has taken hold of it. Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
No, and I've never claimed to be.
I wish they'd understand that I'm really nobody. You're somebody. Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
You're totally just going to leave me on the ramparts. I don't want to be on the ramparts. I've still got to speak to...
Majestic. How is a place like this ever lost?
Wait. Okay, so I was coming down this way next anyway, so I've still got to speak to Cullen. And... well, not the surgeon.
At last. Praise the Maker, this fortress keeps us safe.
Alright.
The order.
Cullen.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now! We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
Is everything all right?
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but it's improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
Everyone has so much faith in my leadership. I hope I'm ready.
You won't have to carry the Inquisition alone, although it must feel like it. We needed a leader, and you have proven yourself.
You responded quickly to the attack on Haven. Without that, so many more would have died. I'm grateful for any help you
I
can
feel
give.
like Cullen's a good guy.
Inquisitor.
In this game,
I will
at least.
do everything I can to ensure
Finally.
the security of our people. You have my word.
Okay. You know what? Okay, you know what? We do still have some stuff to do, but I feel it's running a bit long, and there's still quite a lot of Skyhold to see, so we'll save it for next time. I think it's been... I forget how wordy everybody gets towards the towards conversations. But yeah, we'll leave it there for now. Finally... No, let's get that away. Let's find a dramatic place to do this where I can look good. Nope, that's terrible. Top of the ramparts? Sorry, I need to find the right place to pose. Oh, would here do it? Is there good lighting here? There, that's not bad. We have made it to Skyhold. We are the Inquisitor, at long last, and things are about to start getting serious. So, yeah, next time we're gonna finish looking around Skyhold, speaking to. We've only got like Cole and the ambassador, and I've forgotten her name off the top of my head, to speak to, I think. Plus exploring the locations. We've still got the Undercroft to look into, not the throne room, the war room, the Inquisitor's room, and the gardens. which are all good places. Oh, and I suppose we should... Oh, no, I don't think they've actually unlocked the stores bit, actually. Looking down there, thinking about it. Yeah, in fact, I think we move into there later, once we've cleared some stuff. Or is it the other way? No, I think it's there once we've cleared it all later. That gets cleared and expands our area. But for now, we've made a good start on Skyhold. So, it's been a great journey. I hope you've enjoyed watching as much as I've enjoyed playing, as ever. What are we up to next week? Next week, we're back on with Fable 3, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm thinking I might start a family, because there's a bit coming up soon-ish where we go across the water, and I want to have a family established before then. I can't remember exactly when it happens, but you want to have, like, a baby. You want the baby to have time to grow up into a child, because that's interesting. So I think I might find somebody to romance and start a family and just start doing that whole fun little side mechanic in Fable, because it's fun, it's cute, and why not, basically. There's probably some side quests and stuff to pick up that are quite interesting. I know there's a few different things that we can do before we start having to go back to plot stuff, so we've got that to look forward to in Fable 3. Now that I've reminded myself about it recently, I'm thinking I might have to look at the Outer Worlds, the DLC, because I think I could squeeze that in somewhere at some point and just like stick it up on the channel, because it probably won't be that long a bit of DLC. So I can probably get that squeezed in somewhere. But anyway, that's what's coming up on the channel like next week and in the near future. So thank you for joining me, guys. Next time we'll be on a different game. Thanks for watching. Ta-ta for now.